and welcome back to my YouTube channel Think Simplified, Let's Learn Python. Today we will have a look at top 10 Python interview questions. These are very tricky questions. You should understand the basics and then you will be able to solve these 10 interview questions. Okay. First is how to check whether a number is odd or even. What is an odd number? We all know 1, 3, 5, 7, these are all odd numbers. Why it is an odd number? Because it cannot be divided completely by number 2. Okay, whereas 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, these are all even numbers. Okay, so how to check whether this is an even or an odd number? There is a operator in Python called modulus operator that is denoted by sign percentage sign, right? Okay. Now let us define one variable. Say suppose for int 1. We will define it as 12. Okay. And now we will check whether this number is an odd or even. Now how to know about it? Like we will have one if statement and we'll check if it is divisible, completely divisible by 2 or not. Okay. Now if int1 mod of 2, right, is equal to 0. If that is if there is a remainder, it is an odd. If there is no remainder is 0, then the number is even number. So we will check whether this int 1 is divisible completely by 2 or not. That is, the remainder is 0 or not, right? Now if this is the case, then we'll print the number is an even number, right? Okay. Otherwise we will say else what it means? That this number is a odd number. The number is an odd number, right? So shall we save this and check whether number 12 is even or odd? Save and now run. The number is an even number. Now let us try with the number 13. Okay, and we'll check now. The number is an odd number, correct? So this works perfectly. This is called a modulus operator. This means that it will check where the remainder, it will return the remainder. If the remainder is equal to 0, it means that it is an even number. If there is a remainder, it means that it is an odd number. Now let us see one small example. Let us print the list of odd numbers between the range of numbers, say 1 to 100. Okay. Now how to write it? We will have to use one for statement. For I in range. The range is a function provided in Python. It will give you the range, that is the values in between the range. Say for example 1 to 100. Now here I will be processed for every element in the range, every number in the range in between 1 and 100. Okay. Now here one colon. Now we can access in this range function. It will increment 1 by 1. So that is I will become equal to 1 first time, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 up to 100. Now we will check whether the I is an
even number or not. If it is even, let us print the number. So if I mod of 2, if I mod of 2 is equal to 0, it means even number. Print the number, print I, right, print I, bus. So let us check now. It should print the numbers, even numbers up to 100, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all these numbers are printed. Similarly, we can write this same function to print even number, odd numbers. Like if the mod of 2 of that number by 2 is 0, it means an even number. If the modulus is not equal to 0, it means that it is an odd number. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is print all factors of a given number. So now the question arises, what is a factor? A factor of a number, of a given number, a factor is called as a factor when it divides the given number completely, that is without any remainder. Okay. So now if we want to find out the factors for a number 10, then we will have to check from the number 1 whether whether this number 1 is dividing the number 10 correctly. That is with that
means it is yes, number 2 so dividing number 10, it is also factor. Number 3, by number 3 we cannot divide completely the number 10 because it gives a remainder. So 3 is not a factor of this. So let us write one small function to understand and to print the factors of a given number, right? So let us define one function, define print factors, and we will call this function by the given number. So let the number be x. Okay. Now this is the definition. Now here say for example we are passing the number 10 here. So we have to check from number 1. So what can we do is we can use the range in between here. So we will have if I in range. So here I will be 1 to that number x plus 1, that is it will check including the number, okay, plus 1 number. Now here we will say if not if, for every I in this range, that is suppose the given number is 10, so 1 to 10 it has to check. It has to check whether the number I will be a factor of the number x, right? So now we have to check whether this is divisible completely. So if x mod of 2 is equal to 0, it means that it is dividing the number x completely. Here I, okay, here I, it means that it is dividing completely, leaving no the remainder. This means this I is a factor of number 10. Print I. Okay, first time I will be 1, it will get printed 1 because 1 is a factor of 10. Number 2 also, 2 this 10 divided by mod of 2, it will be equal to 0, it will print this. 3 number x divided 10 divided by 3 will give you a decimal point, that is a remainder, so it is not a factor. So let us try this function. Now here we will have to call this function with number 10. Print factors. We will call this by number 10, right? Okay. Now let us check whether the function is working correctly. Okay. See, now we are checking with x plus 1, that is range we are taking up to 11. So 10 is also included here. So here it has printed the list of factors for the number 10. 1, 2, 5 and 10, right? This is how we can print the factors. We will have a look at the third question of top 10 Python interview questions. The third question is swap two numbers without using a temporary variable. In normal terms, this is not possible. Okay, by the way, what is swapping? Swapping is interchange the values. Now suppose for example, let us have two integers, I1 will be 50, we will assign value 50, I2 will assign a value 100. Now the problem is to swap these values of I1 and I2. I1 should become 100 and I2 should become 50. Okay, we have to interchange the values. Now in normal terms this is not possible, but in Python there is a way around. Now how to do it? We have to create a tuple, and while creating the tuple assign the values so that the new tuple created will have this value. Okay, now how to do it? Create a tuple like this, I1 comma I2, these same integer variables equal to, now assign the values. Assign the values. For I1 we will assign I2, and for this I2 we will assign the value whatever there is in I1. Okay, so now let us print and check. Print I1 and I2. I1 and I2 should print as 50 as 100 and 50. Okay, now let us check. We will save this and run this, right? So this is how to swap two numbers without, we are not using any temporary variable, with we are directly creating a tuple and assigning it the values. So the same integer variables we are treating it as a tuple and then assigning the values. Okay, we will have a look at the fourth question. Check whether a string is palindrome. So what is palindrome? Palindrome is a word which when the alphabets reversed will appear in the same order. Okay, I will give one example. Example will be the word dad, mom. Okay, now here if we reverse this DAD, MOM, the words are same, right? Radar, RADAR, the same letters sequence will be there even if we reverse it. Now, so in Python, how to check whether a given string is a palindrome or not? For that, what we have to do is we have to reverse it and then check. Okay, so for example, let us have one string S1 is equal to dad. Okay, dad. Okay, now we will reverse the alphabets here and store it in another variable. Now how to do it? Say suppose the string reversed will be This S1 we have already, and then write a built-in for loop. This is -1. I will explain this how to do it. Okay. Doing this will reverse the string S1 here. Okay. This S1 will get reversed. That is what this function will do is it will take the individual alphabets from this string S1 from the reverse, that is -1 is the end index. Okay, -1 is the end index, so it will start from end. It will start from end, come one by one towards the beginning. Okay, so this is how it will reverse it. Now let us check now if these two strings are equal. If these two strings are equal, it is a palindrome, otherwise it is not. Now if S1 is equal to S2, then print word is palindrome. Okay. Right. Else will print word is not an palindrome. Right. So now let us execute and check. Save this first, run it. See, the word is a palindrome. See, now dad is a palindrome word. So now we will check with another word, radar, and check. Okay, and now save and run. Run module, save it and run. Word is a palindrome. So radar is also a palindrome. Now let us check another word. Okay, we will have Python. Okay, we will check whether Python is a palindrome or not. Okay, now run it and check. Word is not a palindrome, right? Okay, so this is how we have to reverse the string and then check with the original string, right? Now we will have a look at the fifth question. What is the difference between list and tuple? The major difference between list and tuple is the elements, the list is mutable in the sense the contents of the list can be changed. You can add a new element, you can remove existing element, and you can insert an element in between. Okay, this is called as a list, whereas in tuple, once it is created, you cannot add, remove and insert an items, and you cannot modify the values of the elements, right? So let us check now. Let us define one list. Lists are defined within square brackets 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now this is the list. Now we will try to add one element. L1 dot append 5. Okay. Now here in Python, all the data types like string, float, list, tuple, all these are objects. Okay, so we can apply their methods to this. So append is a method for object L1, that is list. Okay. Now let us define one tuple. Tuple have to be defined within rounded brackets 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right. So now we will try to add one element to tuple. Append number 5. Okay. Now here, after appending, let us check the contents of the list. Print L1. Right. Okay. Now we'll try to print T1 tuple. Okay. Now let us save this and run. Okay, see now L1 is 1 2 3 4. Okay, now the second command was to append the number 5 to this list. It has added, it has appended at the end, and then it has printed the list. So now the new list will be 1 2 3 4 5, right? Now here now we have created one tuple 1 2 3 4, and we are trying to add 5 to it. It will say the tuple has no the object has no attribute append. So just we cannot add, remove, insert elements and modify the contents of these elements, right? Okay. So now let us try to modify the content of one of the elements of list 1. Now we will here only will L1. Now let us try to change the first element itself. Okay, let it be equal to 100. Okay, and now we'll check. Now the list should contain 100, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So let us run this and check. Now here we have to have another print statement so that it will get printed, right? So run now. It has printed. Now the first element has been changed to 100 here. So the new list will contain 100, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, we cannot make any changes here in the tuple. These are the two major differences between list and a tuple. Okay, now coming to question number 6, how to add element to a tuple. We all know we cannot add, insert, remove, append, modify the contents of a tuple. So there might be some cases during programming you may encounter where you have to add one or more elements. You could remove one or more elements from the tuple. You have to modify one or more elements in a tuple. So in that case there is no direct method because it is immutable. You cannot change the elements, but there is a way around. What can be done is you have to convert this tuple into a list. As you all know, lists are mutable. You can change the contents, you can add, insert, remove the elements from the list and then convert it back to the tuple. Okay, let us see how. Let us see one example. Let us define one tuple. T1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes, this is a tuple. Now we want to add say fifth element to this tuple. What to do is we have to convert this tuple into a list. Okay, so now L1 will be the list equal to list. List is a function which can convert this tuple into a list, right? Now L1 is ready as a list. Now we can add, say L1 dot append 5. Okay, L1 append 5, right? Now it has appended fifth element here, and now convert this list back to the tuple. Say T1 is equal to tuple L1. Okay, now let us print and check here at each step, right? Tuple, we will print this tuple as it is, print T1. Okay, after this, after it making a list, let us print this list also. Okay, right. Now after appending this to the list, let us check this print also. Print L1. Now after converting back this list 1 to the tuple, let us print tuple now. Right? Okay. So we will save this and execute and check. Right. First time T1 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Second, we converted the tuple into a list, that is within square bracket it is there. So that is a list, right? Within rounded brackets it is tuple. Okay. Now here we have appended 5 to the list and we have printed the list. So the list becomes now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are converting this list into tuple back to the tuple T1. So now this T1 contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't it beautiful and interesting? Let us have a look at question number 7. What are star arguments? Now we have seen this function. We have seen this working of star ARGS in functions video. You can refer it to my previous videos. There we have mentioned this and explained. Now let me explain the same thing here. Now last time we had defined this calculate interest function with amount, rate year and days equal to 10. This is the default value for days. If we are not passing days, then it will take as a 10. Okay. Now check arguments will be another function. Star parameters. Now here we do not know how many parameters it is. Okay. Now here check arguments. We will call this function check arguments with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here in this case, what this check argument will do, it will first print number of parameters here. How many parameters have been used to call this function, and then it will print parameter 0, that is the first one, second, third, fourth and fifth, right? So let us check this. Let me save it as question number 7. .py. Okay. And we'll execute this and check. Run module. Okay, so now here number of parameters is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 parameters we have passed to this check argument function. So individually we can access this by using the index of this variable parameters, right? Now coming to question 8, explain mutable and immutable types. Okay. Remember in Python all variable types, they are all objects. Okay. And here strings, float, then integer, all these are mutable in the sense they can be, their values can be modified, right? And the collection also, lists and dictionaries are mutable. That means there you can change the values of the individual elements, you can add new element, you can remove one element, okay. Whereas in a tuple and sets, these are immutable. That means you cannot alter, you cannot change, you cannot add, you cannot insert, you cannot delete. Nothing can be done once these are created. Okay. To say Python. Okay. Now, how to reverse this string? That is N, O, H, T, Y and P. It should appear in the reversed string. Okay. We will create another string variable here and we'll say S1 open square bracket colon colon -1 and close the bracket, right? What this will do is this will start with -1, that is the last index of the element, that is the last element. Then it will start subtracting 1 from it till it reaches the beginning of the string. So now let us print this S2 and check whether it is reversed or not. We'll save this. We'll save this as question number 9. Okay, and execute this. Right? See here. Exactly opposite it has come. Python N has come, O, H, T, okay, Y and P. This is how we can reverse a string. Now coming back to question number 10, how to remove duplicates from a list. Okay, we all know that list is a collection of elements wherein we can add new elements, remove elements, insert elements. Okay. Now, and it accepts duplicates also. So now, how to remove this duplicate elements from the list? Let us have one list here. L1 is equal to say 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, right. This is a list, okay, wherein we can print and check whether this list has been created or not, right, properly. Okay, print and check. Okay, this is a list. So many elements are there, and 3 is duplicate here, 2 is duplicate, 1 is duplicate, 4, 5, 6 are not duplicate. So how after removing the duplicates, it should appear only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So how to do it? There is no direct method. What can be done is we will take advantage of a dictionary which do not accept duplicate values. Okay. What we can do is now we will convert this list into a dictionary so that only unique values, unique elements are stored in a dictionary, and then we can convert that dictionary back to the list. Okay. Now, how to create a dictionary of this? DICT from keys, because dictionary has key and value. We want only keys here. So L1. L1 is the list, the above list having duplicate. Now I have converted this list into a dictionary. Let us print this dictionary and check. Dictionary. Okay. Now this D1 will not have duplicate values. So now we will again convert this dictionary into list. L1 again is equal to list of this dictionary. Now we will check again. Print L1 again. Okay. First time it should print the list as it is. Okay. Then we have created a dictionary from this list, and will convert back the dictionary to the list. Now we'll save this. as question 10 dot py and execute this. We'll check. Okay, right. First time it printed everything 1 2 3 2 1 3 4 5 6, right? Now we have printed the dictionary. We have converted the dictionary using only the keys. Now here keys are as the actual elements because of the list only. Then the values for the value are not existing, so it has printed none here, right? Dictionary. Now we have converted. Now see here dictionary 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, only so many are there. These 2 1 3 which are duplicate, they are not appearing here in the dictionary, and we have converted back the dictionary to this list, which is again 1 2 3 4 5 6. Thus duplicates can be removed from a list via dictionary functions.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful and informative, make sure to like the video, to show your support. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and ask questions. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Share this video with friends who might need it. If you encountered any issues or have any problems, please let me know in the comment section. I am here to help.